Hello everyone, happy day. Dr. Amy here with the Free Range Mama Project. Welcome back for another awesome video. As I am recording this, I don't know if you can hear, but there is a downpour outside. We are officially in fall, which is awesome, but that means that summer is going away. Not sure how my San Diego heart feels about that, but my focus for today in the video that I wanted to bring to you guys is something that I'm getting a lot of questions on right now in my clinic from all of my moms, and that is how do I boost my child's immune system going into fall, or what we like to call flu season. So I've got plenty of thoughts for that, but the biggest thing that I want to say that I tell all of my parents, all of my families before I even go into tips and tricks is it is nothing to do, has nothing to do with the virus or the infection or the illness or the disease, and everything to do with the soil, the body. And so if you think of the infection or the virus, whatever that may be, as the seed, and we think of the body as the soil, it has everything to do with keeping the soil healthy and how that soil is going to interact with the seed. And so with that being said, I'm going to give you guys six things that I do with my son, that I do with my patients, that I recommend. And I see a huge change with the kiddos that start in my office. I see less sickness, less colds and flu during this typical season that it's normal. And I don't want to say normal, but it's common to get those where you're seeing, kids sick all the time. I see quite a bit less of that in my clinic, which is awesome. And so I'm going to give you 6 things that we do that we recommend for our patients. So the first one is to minimize, if not eliminate, sugars and processed foods. The second one is getting adjusted. The third one is supplements, vitamins, rest, movement, gentle detox. So let's go through those 6. Again, we're thinking of the soil. So the soil is the body, and these are the 6 things that we're going to do to create a healthy soil. So first one, when we're talking about minimizing sugars, eliminating sugars and processed foods, I want you to think for a second. We say flu season. Cold and flu season is the fall. So think about what happens in the fall. Couple things. One, we go back inside, right? So we are reducing vitamin D, especially if you live in good old Oregon, where the sun goes away. So first thing is we're reducing natural vitamin D exposure. 2, typically in the summer, we're running around, we're outside, we're playing, we're moving. Usually in the winter, we're hunkering down. Again, like my poor 21-month-old today, who's used to being outside all day, has been inside all day long because it's been pouring rain. So that's the second thing that happens is we hunker down, we're not outside, we're not getting vitamin D. The other thing that happens in the fall are 3 very big holidays: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And what do all 3 of those have in common? Sugar. Here's the problem with sugar. Sugar causes inflammation. Sugar is known to cause inflammation, and inflammation is the root cause of all sickness, disease. And so when we're looking at reducing our soil's ability to get an infection, we need to reduce inflammation. So I'm going to give you guys in the comments below, or in the description below, I'm going to give you guys a couple alternatives for healthier, or I should say cleaner options for candy. If you're looking for maybe an idea for Halloween treats and Christmas, Thanksgiving, I'm going to give you guys a couple different things below. So that's the first thing, is reducing or eliminating sugar as much as possible. The second thing is getting adjusted. My son's been adjusted since the day he was born, and he has had one minor sniffle. I think it was like a 2-day sniffle, had a little bit of a runny nose. And one of the biggest things I noticed in my office as I take care of pediatrics, as I take care of kids over the last 8 years, is I find that kids get sick less often when they're under chiropractic care, and not only do they get sick less often, but when they do get a sniffle, they boost through it so much quicker. So if you're looking for a chiropractor that's specializing in pediatrics, because that is a thing, I would go look at the ICPA, so that's International Chiropractic Pediatric Association search website, and you can actually plug in your zip code and find a pediatric chiropractic specialist in your area that is certified in taking care of kids. So that is a big one. That is number 2, and I should say it's number 1 because in our household that's a big deal. My husband's a chiropractor as well. But getting your kids adjusted makes a huge impact on their immune system, and again, on how they respond to all the crud that's in the air. The third one is vitamins, supplements. There's a couple specific things that we do, and in the description below, not only will I put links, but I'll put a couple different discount codes, the ones that I have for you guys. So the vitamins that we do in our house, supplements to boost immune system. The first one is a colloidal silver. We also do vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. a multivitamin, elderberry syrup, and then we do Biome nasal spray to help clear nasal passages. And then also for gut restore, it's called Biome microbiome drink. And then the final thing is if you have a kiddo, we also use Immune from Biome. So again, I'll tag all these below, and if I have a discount code, I'll be sure to share that with you guys. So the fourth one is rest, and this probably sounds like a no-brainer, but rest is the way that our body heals. Sleep is the way that our body regenerates and heals, and so it's super important that we're getting adequate sleep. There's a study that actually said sleep and the circadian rhythm exert a strong regulatory influence on immune function. So super important that not only you're getting good sleep, you're getting quality sleep, that your body is going through those REM cycles. So the CDC actually recommends for preschool age, so age 3 to 5, 10 to 13 hours of sleep. And that can be at night and then including a nap as well. So 10 to 13 hours in a day span, so 24 hours. School age, which is 6 to 12 years, would be 9 to 12 hours. And then a teen, so age 13 to 18, would be 8 to 10 hours. So the fifth one is movement or exercise. And one of the biggest things I've seen with the kids in my practice in the last year plus with schools being shut down, maybe even more so in Oregon, is kids are not getting adequate exercise and adequate movement. The last thing our kiddos needed to do was sit on more technology, and unfortunately that's how they've gotten their schooling, and we're not getting PE, we're not getting outdoor sports, we're not getting friend time, and so kids need to move their bodies. Whether that be, something, if your kid's still at home doing learning, that might be something that you put together for them. There's a ton of great programs online, but just getting them up at least once a day to get movement in their body. In fact, the CDC also recommends when we're looking at ages 6 to 17, 60 minutes daily of exercise. And that could be when we're looking at from a weekly standpoint, you're looking at like building muscle, so climbing, push-up type exercise 3 days per week, and then 3 days a week running, jumping, sorry, I can't speak here. Aerobic type exercise. So running, jumping, those are all, that's what the recommendation is. So 6 days a week, 60 minutes a day. And I would guarantee over the last year, that is not what we're getting. So super important to get your kids up and moving. The last thing is detox. And in our house, we do a detox at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, depending on what's going on. There's a couple different great ones that I recommend. The first one for kiddos is called Biome, and I'll put this link below for you guys directly to it, and I believe I did have a discount code for that. And then for adults, we do True Cellular Detox. So as we're going into the season of the fall season, let's not think of it as cold and flu season and be in fear of it. Let's master it. Let's kick butt at it. Let's be proactive. Let's take care of our soil so that the seed and all the garbage that's out there doesn't affect us the way it's affecting everyone else. Again, your health is your responsibility. It is our priority. And for our kiddos, even more so, it is our responsibility to raise healthy kiddos. This is my passion, is to give moms tips and tools so that we can bring kids up in a world where we don't have to be fearful of sickness and disease, but we can be proactive with the health choices that we make. So bless you guys. Again, I'll put a ton of information in the description below, so you guys have links, you guys have the science, and then you guys have discount codes. So bless you guys. I will see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.